Hello again. Just before we get into the mixing series, I'm just going to do a little side video here, which I thought might be of interest. If you watched the introduction to this mixing series, I talked about how I went over to a friend of mine's studio who doesn't want to be named, who had a copy of Drumatom. So I cleaned up my kick drum and snare using the Drumatom, which I've got them here. But I was asked a question on the last video about what if I would do a comparison on what the difference between a gate and a Drumatom was. So I've kind of set up two gates on both the kick and the snare that I cleaned up. So I've got the original kick here. So if I switch that out, we can give that a listen. So you can hear there's quite a bit of cymbal blade, there's a snare obviously. So if I switch the gate in, we give this a listen. If I switch it over to the Drumatom now, back to the gate. So as you can hear in there's little bits of cymbal that I can't get rid of because they're right on top of the kick. The Drumatom is much cleaner. So this is the Drumatom. Even though interestingly you can hear there's that tom fill in the background. Coming up just now. If I switch back, this is the gate. And obviously I could EQ out that the cymbal bleed there, but you know, I just wanted to give a comparison one for one without doing any treatment to any of them, just totally honest reproduction. Okay, so that was the snare. The kicks. If we go on to the snare, let me just get these two down here. So if I unmute them and let's solo up the first one. So this is, let's get rid of that and I'll bring in the snare gate. Now as I say, there's no other form of treatment on any of these drums, no EQs, no nothing. So this is the snare top that I've got both of them. So the bottom one here is the Drumatom and up here we've got the original. So if we give the original a little listen without the gate. You can hear, I've done this deliberately on a section where there's a fill so that we can hear with the cymbals and whatnot. And if I bring in the gate and see how this cleans up. You know, it's quite cut off. I've done the best I can. If I lengthen it anymore, I'm bringing in cymbals. So, you know, what can I say? If we switch over to the Drumatom, now interestingly again that little tom fill Drumatom left it in. But you can hear with the Drumatom the snare's got a natural length to it. It doesn't sound, you know, cut off as the gated one does. Plus there's still that hi-hat on top of the snare, which obviously you can't get rid of. And a snare, I can't EQ that out because I'll lose all the high end of the snare. So I mean, I think Drumatom all round just was a much cleaner result. But you know, some people may prefer it. So I mean, there you go. It's just horses for courses. I mean, you can, you know, gate that out. You could always trigger a snare sample with the gate. You know, you've got you can send a MIDI out on ReaGate here to trigger a sample, etc. I'm going to work with the Drumatom files, basically because I've never used them before in a mix, and I'm curious to see how it will work out. And as we went to all the work of doing it and whatnot, I'm going to use them. But I just thought it might be an interesting little quick video just to let you hear the difference between what the Gate does and what Drumatom does. So thanks for watching. See you again. Cheers.